Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. We are here talking about the upcoming new moon in the sign of Pisces. This is occurring on February 27th or the 28th of 2025, depending on where you happen to be located in the world. We're going to talk about the energies that are around and surrounding this new moon that are infusing it with a little extra vibe. And then we are going to go through each zodiac sign and really highlight where this moon can have the greatest impact for you. I will put all the timestamps down below so you can jump around as you wish. Watch your sun, moon, and your rising signs. Okay, you're going to get the big picture that way. And if you do find that you enjoy your reading, if there's something that resonates here with you, please do give it a thumbs up. That like button there will really help to drive YouTube to recommend it to other people. But if you enjoy my work here, please do consider subscribing to my channel as well. So this new moon, okay, so if you're on the Pacific coast, this is going to happen on the 27th of February for you at 4:44 p.m. So 4 is a wonderful number, bringing stability and security to you. So having this new moon occur right at 4:44 can be a little bit magical for you. So go look up the deeper meaning of 444. On the East Coast, this will happen at 7:44 p.m., also on the 27th. And if you are over in the UK or beyond, this will actually occur on the 28th, just after midnight. So just adjust your clocks. It's 12:44 p.m. in the UK. This new moon is occurring at 9 degrees and 41 minutes of the sign of Pisces. 9 degrees, if you follow degree astrology, 9 degrees is associated with Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is, of course, ruled by Jupiter, which we'll talk about in a second because Jupiter does play a role with this lunation. But Sagittarian energy is free-spirited, it's adventurous, inspirational, very creative, very forward-thinking, right? Sagittarians, if you know any, they are probably a little philosophical. They might be a little bit wise, wise beyond their years, it may seem in some cases, but they have a big picture viewpoint of the world, but they're very active. They're very energetic. They're natural leaders. People do tend to follow them, right? They're a fire sign. So this can be where, you tap into the energy that Sagittarius degree carries with it and do something a little bit more fun and exciting, have a little bit more adventure in your life, or maybe find sources of inspiration. But if you've been feeling stuck, this can be, okay, what new things can I do? New moons, of course, bring new things. What new things can I do? What can I try to get out of my comfort zone? Sagittarius does find it easier to get out of a comfort zone than other signs, only because it's full speed ahead. Speaking of dreams, all right, this is Pisces energy. Of course, it is that new moon. So new moons, it's where we plant a seed of desire when we recognize that we are beautiful light beings and we have so much potential, unlimited potential. This is where we can really harness that energy. It's just a little bit more in tune, a little bit more in alignment. This is a new moons do tend to represent a portal to manifestation. This is where we can certainly receive some guidance, some spiritual growth, especially in the Pisces sign, right? Very spiritual energy there. Really good for clarifying your intentions, new beginnings, make a wish, okay? But also can bring in some healing. The new moon is represented by the Fool in tarot, right? And the Fool is all about adventure and new beginnings and trying something different and trusting that you're making the right choices, right? So this new moon can really help us in all of those things. And of course, Piscean energy, it's the sign of dreams, of soulmates, of spirituality. This new moon is encouraging you to look at the bright side of things. All right, let's look and see, focus on the positive and you will get the positive. Focus on the negative or things that you don't want. You're going to get more of that. So we can become more energetically tuned up with this new moon to really focus on the things that bring us joy and pleasure. What big dreams do you have? What small dreams do you have? Because this lunation can kickstart a cycle for us, a 6-month cycle for us to really bring our dreams into reality. So really look at that. Really look at those dreams. What makes you happy? What creative projects do you have? What spiritual interests lie before you? Everyone's on a different spiritual path, and what really resonates with one person may not resonate with another person. So, remember, it's our differences that make us interesting. It's our differences that help us to be able to learn from other people. Everyone's meant to have a different experience. And we do quite often say, well, like attracts like. Yes, it does, but opposites attract too. And opposites do attract for a lot of different reasons, often a learning path. Right. And, we can learn and feed off of each other in a very interesting way. So this can certainly bring some interesting things. But this is a lunation where you can bring your dreams, your fantasy into reality. This is a new moon where some of you may have some second chances at love. Okay, or at an opportunity that can bring you some growth. This moon does happen just a couple of days before Venus goes retrograde. Venus goes retrograde about every 18 months or so. And, with Venus does help us with our love and our relationships and help something blossom and grow in our world. And when Venus goes retrograde, retrogrades do get a bad rap, but they serve a big purpose. So we step back, we reflect, we go inward, right? And we can also revive something. We can refocus our energies. And yes, we can have a second chance at things. So this can be where something magical may happen for you, something unexpected may happen for you. So as we move into the Venus retrograde March 1st, we are still carrying a little bit of new moon energy, a little bit of that Piscean energy carries forward with it. Retrogrades, of course, can be a little bit impulsive, and they can sometimes be a little bit challenging. But when we turn inward, we reflect, and we really embrace our calm, beautiful light, then things don't need to be difficult and negative in those retrogrades, right? But we can certainly go inward, and what really truly makes me happy. Where do I see myself headed? What do I need to change? And we can really get some wonderful answers that way. And Venus will be retrograde until about the middle of April. Okay, so we've got some time to go inward with that, but you never know. Some things may happen. All right. Be aware of a little bit of potential pessimism that may try and encroach upon your wonderful new moon energy. This new moon is occurring very close to Saturn. Saturn, of course, can really help us bring our dreams into reality by setting goals, by being practical and realistic while also engaging in our creative side. But Saturn can be a little bit pessimistic. It's a very heavy energy a lot of the time, right? So just be aware of that, okay? And when Saturn can be very helpful, okay, but it can also kind of drag us down a little bit, or we may feel a little bit heavy, a little bit of a weight on our shoulders. So part of the key with navigating this new moon energy will be to meditate. Especially with that Piscean energy, we've got our spiritual selves really highlighted in this as well, right? Make a dream journal, meditate, at any time. It doesn't take much time to meditate and connect with your inner self, with your higher self, with, realms beyond, right? We can attract all this to us, right? So just find a quiet space, 5 minutes, even if it's sitting in your car, in a parking lot in the dark. Okay, you can still meditate. We don't have to be surrounded with candles and crystals and all of that stuff, right? We don't have to, right? We sometimes do it because we want to, right? But you can have a wonderfully meditative experience sitting in your car if that's the only place you can get some quiet space, just as much as you can with all the fluff and flutter that we sometimes do embrace. So meditate. You just never know what answers may come to you, or what path might be revealed for you. All right. We also do have at this lunation, of course, where a little bit of pessimism may come in here as well. This is squaring Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, so and that 9th degree that this is occurring at brings that Saggy energy anyway. So, and even though it's a square, squares are very challenging, right? Because we're butting heads sometimes. It's like squaring off, and something's got to give at some point, and sometimes things can explode a little bit, right? Jupiter expands everything it touches, so you can have some heated conversation. Something may just get blurted out. Jupiter and Gemini energy, right? Gemini energy does focus on partnerships, duality, right? Not necessarily partnerships in the romantic sense, but Gemini is the twins, right? It's duality of things, and Gemini is very social, right? So, this can highlight, conversations with your partners, with your friends. This can also help you see that there's two sides to every reality, two sides to every story, right? We do have to recognize that in our world, and especially with this, spiritual growth that is knocking at our doorstep. The thing is that we focus a lot on the light, love and light and beautiful things, and all of that is wonderful. But we also have to recognize the dark. We have to recognize the negative, right? We have to recognize those challenging things that affect us on some level, right? Maybe it's just a passing glance and just a little bit of awareness of some negative things going on, right? And, but other times, we do need to really recognize there's pros and cons for every path that we take. There might be a challenge associated with that. And when we start to look at not just the light and the positive and the beautiful, but also recognize and acknowledge and work through the negative and the challenging, right? So we got this duality energy that is coming in here. So you might have some sort of experience somewhere around this new moon where your mind is blown a little bit, right? You might get some information or some deep revelations or insights with this energy because you're seeing both. You're seeing two things at once, right? And this is especially true with people. We can have wonderful people in our lives, but we all have a dark side, right? We all have some challenges or some, challenging personality traits or habits and things like that. This can be a great time to do something new, recognize those and say, okay, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to put my energy and my focus into something a little bit better. But in all respect, anytime we have a transit with Jupiter, it doesn't matter. There's no such thing really as a bad Jupiter transit. Jupiter is our most beneficial planet, wants to bring us something wonderful. So Jupiter and Gemini can bring us more conversations. It can bring us more insights. It can bring us big picture thinking, right, with big ideas. Jupiter makes things big, essentially, right? The planet of good luck, good fortune, abundance, growth, philosophy, the big picture, right? And so we can really start to talk about things in a bigger way. Maybe you're talking about your future, but Jupiter ultimately does want to bring us something, but sometimes we need to work through a challenge, right, before we can get the something that we want, okay? So we've got some wonderful things going on here. Really take advantage of this new moon energy, okay? It's not necessarily all sunshine and roses since we do have that square going on, okay? But we can have unexpected happenings here as well. You could be talking about your emotions, your dreams, with, friends, with family, with a loved one, right? We do have Mercury in Pisces, so we can talk about our spirituality. We can get our ideas out there. Maybe we confide in someone about our dream. But we do have a sextile here, which is a really positive aspect with Uranus and Taurus. And Uranus often does bring us something, that is a little bit unexpected, okay? And Uranus and Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, right? Which is why Venus does play a little bit of a role in this new moon. Taurus is about our money, our resources, And so we can really maybe discover something a little bit unexpected at this new moon. Will you get things on the day of the new moon? Probably not. Probably in the next couple of weeks. Short term is a couple of weeks, and long term the next 6 months. So all of this stuff is starting to gather a little bit of momentum. But again, use this new moon because it is dreamy, it is emotional, it is it can be very magical. And we're heading into March, so we're heading into eclipse season. We have our first eclipse, our lunar eclipse, in where is it, on March 13th or 14th, depending where you are. Okay, and this is in the sign of Virgo, so it can certainly bring some healing, can bring some wishes coming true potentially, because it is at the 23rd degree. And so you just never know, because that's 11th house energy, and it does have to do with your wishes and your dreams. So you could have something very interesting. Eclipses bring sudden, unexpected things and bring fated events into play. There's some healing there, but lunar eclipse on the 13th, 14th of March, and then we've got a solar eclipse in the sign of Aries. Okay, very fiery in that one. All right, big beginnings, big new things coming in with that, and that's on March 29th. So, with this new moon, it is still a little bit more of a gentler energy than we're going to step into in March. March is going to be a little hairy for the first couple weeks. Okay, so meditate, calm and ground your energy with this new moon, and you will be in a better energetic space for heading into some of the bumps and hazards that the beginning of March will bring in. Eclipse season always brings in something very interesting, and certainly can bring in the unexpected. Okay, so you work with this energy, and you'll be more prepared to step into March. But ultimately, new moon, set intentions. Try something new, get out of your comfort zone, and think about what you can do to bring your dreams into reality. All right. So having said that, let's pull a card for the collective, and let's see what is being brought forward for you. Message for the collective, please, for this upcoming new moon in Pisces. Thank you. We have moon goddess energy, all about higher power. Isn't this beautiful? Very spiritual in its energy. Go within. Okay. Remember that this can be this energy that's around this lunation for you to really connect with a higher power, with a higher source, with your higher realms. Okay, meditate, right? Like we already said, this can really help you to step into your higher power, right? Not just to connect with the universe, angels, spirits, guides, all of those things, but also tap into the power of you. We all have power. We all have the ability to achieve what we want to achieve, or to step into a bigger futuristic energy for ourselves. It's the power within. All right. So tap into that energy. Okay. There's a lot of very interesting things that are going to go on in the next couple of years, and you are part of the fold. You are part of the chosen ones, okay? So if you're called to do something and you don't know why, and it's something a little bit out of the ordinary for you, but it feels right, follow that, do that, okay? Because doors are being opened for you on many, many, many levels. And we want to make sure that you are open, that you're receptive to these things, and that you can recognize them. All right, but remember, the power ultimately lies within you, and it is only ourselves, our egos, our propensity for trying to make logic out of something that's not meant to be logical, right? Or these things can stand in our way. So be open to your true power, and you just never know what magic may flow to you. All right. So having said all that, we're going to leave that there, okay? We're going to now tap into the energy for each zodiac sign. So the timestamps will be down below. Good luck with this new moon energy, with this lunation. I certainly thank you guys for watching and listening to me ramble on. But if there was something here for you, and if you enjoyed at least your intro so far, please give this video a like. I truly do appreciate it. It's basically when you like the video, then YouTube sees it as a recommendation for other people to like the video as well. But certainly feel free to drop me a comment down below, even if it's just a heart. I'll heart you back, and will certainly help raise everyone's vibration at this time. So let's get right into it. Timestamps down below, and we're going to actually do things a little bit differently. I'm getting out of my comfort zone. But we're going to start with Pisces, and we're actually going to go backwards through the zodiac. Usually I start with Aries and, go forward, right? So we're just going to go a little bit backwards this time. And so Pisces will be first. So thank you guys for watching. See you in a second. Hello there, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to your new moon reading. Of course, this is happening in your sign. Whenever we have a lunation in your sign, or anything that's in your first house, which is where this is a focus on you, your goals, your dreams. What do you want to turn into reality? What do you want to happen? Where do you see yourself headed? Where do you want to head? This is certainly, you are a very loving sign, you're a very empathetic sign, and maybe sometimes a little bit misunderstood, right? You are very much tapped into your emotions. A lot of you are empaths, and this lunation can really bring in a little bit of interesting energy for you, especially as we are heading into eclipse season. Remember, the power lies within you. And, we sometimes in this world, especially right now, things are going a little bit loopy in a lot of areas. But you're being encouraged with this new moon to turn inward. And remember that, just like a ship passing in the night, it's good to be aware of what's going on in the world, right? We don't want to just kind of live in a cocoon, because that's not going to solve anything either. But we also do need to recognize that there are some things we can change, and sometimes some things that we can't necessarily. But one thing that you can do is change your energy and how you present yourself or live each and every day. Live your life from the inside, that beautiful light that's within you, and project it outwardly. And it will have a ripple effect on the world. So even though we're aware of certain things going on around us, we're bringing our awareness back to center. So who are you? What makes you happy? Where do you find your bliss? Where do you find your happiness, right? It's within you, okay? But maybe there's something that you want to do that you always thought, I always wanted to do this thing. And I've never had time because I've always been, so busy, or I've been working, or I've been, building a family, building a life. Now is the time to infuse a little bit more joy and adventurous spirit into your world. So maybe there's a creative project. Maybe that you've been thinking, of course, we've got Venus retrograde coming up. Maybe there's been a friend or something that, you maybe wanted to collaborate with or do something with at some point. Now is the time when you can revive those old dreams and aspirations. But remember, it's all about you. Your attitude, your approach to life. And with the new moon energy, what new can you do? What new things do you want to attract into your world? What new things can you do to get yourself out of your comfort zone? And of course, sometimes, if we may have felt like we had a dream that passed us by, and this lunation can be very helpful for you to revive an old dream, but tackle it in a different way, right? What new things can we do with an old idea, an old dream, an old problem, right? When we look at things with a new perspective, with a new lens, sometimes this can really help bring something back to life, even if that something is you. All right. We've got moon, maybe we've got intuition coming in here for you. So your intuition is very heightened at this time. Okay, meditate, turn inward, find a little bit of quiet space, set some intentions, however you want to work with this illumination, but ultimately follow your intuition. It's very powerful. And we always, whenever we follow our gut instincts, we follow our intuition, we never go wrong. Um, but we do sometimes ignore it. We second guess it because it's usually a lot of times, if we are facing some life changes or, if we want to follow our dreams, our intuition will lead us down the garden path, but it may be a different path than what we had initially envisioned. Because we will get things and we will have doors open that bring us what we need, which are sometimes a little bit different than what we thought we wanted, but ultimately lead us to something better. So even though the garden path that you're led down by your intuition may be a little bit abnormal for you to follow, you're being encouraged to follow it. Okay, if you're not getting any red flags and if things just feel right, even though you don't understand it, just follow it. And you just never know where you might land, where you might end up. Just trust in yourself and trust in the process. But no matter what your situation is, your spiritual senses are heightened, your crown chakra is open, and your intuition is ultimately your guiding force. Oh, beautiful. We've got the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Cups coming out here for you guys. Absolutely wonderful. What actions can you take, Knight of Wands, okay, to make your wishes and dreams come true, Nine of Cups? This is an opportunity for you to fulfill your wishes, your goals, your dreams. Believe in the process, believe in yourself. Okay, get started, get going. New moon, get started, take a first step. Right, your Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, goals achieved. It's where we feel good, we feel happy and satisfied with life. This is where, we feel comfort and warmth and joy. The Knight of Wands, this is, really where we grab the bull by the horns and make some bold, inspired action to make things happen. This is where we believe in ourselves, which brings us a little bit of courage, a little bit of bravery to step out of our comfort zone, step outside that box that maybe we've been put into. The Knight of Wands likes to have fun, likes a sense of adventure, and is always on a little bit of a quest. Always when in the upright, such as he is right now, is always achieves his goals because he doesn't lose focus on the goal, on the dream. The Nine of Cups, so there's this magical energy that is around you. It's a very supportive energy to live your best life, to do the things that you want to do, and to really embrace some happiness and some joy. It's a beautiful energy there. The Knight of Wands, you could have a very helpful person or maybe a second chance at something there, that either this person can give you some motivation, this person may somehow bring you some sort of new inspiration, but this can also be your bestie or someone that you go out with and you have a good time with, and that's literally the goal, is to have fun and enjoy life. So whether this is a person, an exciting person, by the way, someone that you may have manifested in, a new business connection, a new romantic connection, whatever it happens to be, they are very exciting. There's a lot of attraction, a lot of chemistry with this person, and this can certainly help to move you forward in some way. Or of course, to just help you enjoy life. You want to go on a vacation with your best friend or something like that. But ultimately, this is your energy, your masculine energy with your feminine energy, right? When things come into alignment, wonderful things happen for you. So believe in yourself, be confident, trust yourself, trust your journey, but don't lose sight, don't lose focus of your dreams, but be open to something a little bit different because you just never know what may lie beyond the doors for you. All right. I'm going to leave that there for you. Good luck in this new moon. I thank you, Pisces, so much for watching. We're going to move on now to, I'm going backwards, Aquarius. Hello there, Aquarius, and welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading. This is happening in your second astrological house, money. Money, money, money. Okay. So everything with your physical and material world here. So this can be about how you make your money, how you spend your money. This can help you to expand your horizons and maybe make some really positive changes. Are you happy with your job? Do you get any satisfaction out of it? Are you going through the motions? There could be some new doors that you can open that can, maybe bring you the money that you need to live, of course, your best life or to live a more comfortable life, right? But also that can bring you some satisfaction and joy. The second house is Taurus energy, ruled by Venus. And as I said earlier, Venus will be going retrograde March 1st. This can be a really important new moon for you to set intentions to bring more money into your life, to have that job change that you want, and to bring you the resources maybe that you need to get something started, to get something off the ground. So a great time to really embrace this energy, but you could really be focused on also your money habits, right? Your belief systems. Is something standing in your way? Do you believe that you have the power to tap into the unlimited abundance and prosperity that the universe is offering you? If the answer is no, or if there's any self-limiting beliefs, time to turn over a new page. Time to look at your dreams in a way that you can bring them to life. You can bring them into your physical reality. But yes, you could certainly have the potential here to make some money or some changes in your money habits. All right. All things wonderful in the second house. We have change your tune. Change your attitude, change your life, change your energy, change your life. Whatever it is that you change will bring you more positive things in your life. So, a lot of you Aquarius, it's supposed to be the age of Aquarius, right? Which it is, but it's supposed to be mystical and magical and wonderful. And you're probably sitting there thinking some days, how come it's so heavy, right? Well, you got Pluto in your sign, and Pluto moves slow, right? It moves like, I think one degree or a little bit more per year. It's slow, and we are in the first degree of Pluto. So it's like, I've been trying new things for like a year, right? So, if you feel as though something has got you down, something is heavy, that things haven't been opening for you, have a look and see what is your energy. What are you putting out there, right? Because you have the power within to create change, to attract everything that you need into your life. You are the guiding light, right? But you also have to go with the flow. You have to be willing to make some changes. You have to be a little bit more adaptable. And change isn't always easy for you, Aquarius. You are a fixed air sign. However, when the right kind of changes are available for you, that's when the magic happens, right? Because you step into it a little bit better, right? You don't like frivolous changes or change just for the sake of making change. It's just a waste of energy, right? But change with a purpose, change with a plan, change that is necessary is always a lot easier for you to embrace. So have a look. What do you need to change? Is it your energy? Is it your thoughts? Is it your actions? Is it how you go through your day-to-day life? Do you live your life from the external and bring that in? Ew, no, right? There's so much weird stuff going on in the world, right? There's some dick stuff going on in the world. Can you personally change it? Probably not. But what you can do is change, live your life from the inside and project your beautiful light, your beautiful energy outside. It will have a ripple effect, right? Stronger, just like throwing a pebble in a very calm pond. The ripple has a stronger effect the closer it is to you, but it will ripple out for a very long way, right? And when we do that every day, the ripple gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And so you are tapping into your power to send your energy out into the universe and have a stronger ripple effect every single moment of every single day. And be aware of your surroundings, but we don't want to absorb it, right? You are the light, you are the leader. Project your energy outwards, and that's what you will attract back in. So are you projecting the right kind of energy out? And what are you attracting back to you? You have the power to change. We have the Six of Swords. It's time to let go of the negative. Yay! The Six of Swords is an indication that there's better times ahead. We're moving forward. We're letting things go. We're creating positive change. We're finding peace and calm and serendipity ahead for us. So it's a beautiful energy. Some of you are in the midst of change. You're in the midst of transition. When we do get the Six of Swords, it is an energy of transition. We are leaving turbulence and difficult things behind, and we are in the process of heading to that calmer seas, that calmer shores. So whenever we get the sixes, this is bringing us a gentler energy and a better energy than we had with the fives, obstacles and challenges, but also changes, right? So change in the wind for you. Things are going to get a little bit better for you here, and there is certainly a lot of peace and serendipity there for you, and as a result of your willingness to change and adapt and move forward. The Six of Swords is also always a reminder that you're always guided and protected every step of your way. If you're feeling lost, if you're feeling heavy, if you're feeling like if it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all, okay, connect with your angel spirits, guides, especially at this new moon. They are always with you, whether you recognize, see them, feel them or not. Okay, they're always lifting you up when you're down. And sometimes we just need that little reminder. So connect with your spiritual soul tribe. They're always here to give you a helping hand. On a more practical note here, this can represent movement. It can represent travel, moving from one location or one situation into another, into something a little bit better. If some of you have itchy feet, maybe you feel it's time to move your job, second house, change your income source. Okay, maybe you feel like your investments aren't super secure right now. Change where you put your money, how you invest your money, change your way of thinking, right? Maybe where your thinking is a little bit chaotic or outdated, right? And we're going to change that a little bit here with this energy. We're going to move into something a little bit better thoughts, right? But some of you could literally be considering moving home, changing jobs, moving to a different city, or just going out and having a little bit of travel and adventure, because maybe part of the issue is that you haven't had a vacation for a while, so you're being encouraged to go out and have a little bit of fun. All right. So certainly some better energies that are coming in for you, maybe a little bit mystical and magical. Remember, the power always lies within you, no matter what, but set your intentions with this lunation and you'll get a little bit of extra energy boost from that. I thank you for watching, Aquarius. Thank you. Good luck in this new moon. Okay. And we're going to move on to Capricorn. Hello there, Capricorn, and welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading. This is occurring in your third astrological house, which is ruled by Mercury, and it brings a Gemini energy. And remember, at this new moon, we do have a square with Jupiter in Gemini. So be a little bit extra cautious with your communication, okay? Maybe this is an opportunity for you to change how you communicate, how you voice an opinion, how you start off a conversation. Because Jupiter in your sign, things can get gossipy, things can get, how should we say, things can be a little bit impulsive or erratic sometimes, right? I mean, Jupiter always does bring some wonderfully beneficial energies, though. So this can be heightened communication. This can be where you can reach out and meet new people, but we can't ignore the square. Okay, so if there's been something that's been stuck in a rut, maybe there's been something where you've been butting heads with somebody here, this is a great opportunity for you to have turned inward and say, okay, is it time to let something go? Is it time to, do something a little bit different, do something new, take a new approach at an old situation, connect with new people or new groups, because maybe we're feeling a little bit discombobulated a little bit, especially with like any social groups or anything like that. Be a little bit, how should we say, aware of other people around you at this time as well, because it can be, a little bit of a heightened um, possibility for like miscommunication and misunderstandings. But also remember, even though new moons are a gentler energy than full moons, it is still in the sign of Pisces, which is an emotional sign. Okay. So this can be where, someone else around you is a little bit more emotional than maybe you're used to them being. Okay. And so just be aware of that. Okay. And that square, once the day of the new moon passes, right, you might just find the next day is a little bit calmer, and you might have more open invitation and an open opportunity to get something off your mind, get something off your chest, and discuss something with somebody. All right. But your third house in general does have to do with your communication, your thoughts, your big ideas, your technology. Okay. Mercury. Okay. Maybe some of you are going to get a new phone. You could get a phone call out of the blue. There's some unexpected vibes that go on here as well, right? So you could get something or stumble across something that is in alignment with your dreams. May require you to get out of your comfort zone. Try something a little bit different. Okay. But whatever your situation is, keep an open mind. Okay. We want to make sure that we're receptive here in this energy. Some of you could potentially be wanting to go on a trip, go traveling somewhere. Maybe you're at odds with someone about where to go or when to go. That can be part of that square, right? So it can still happen. You can still go on that vacation or go on that trip wherever it is you wanted to go. But it might just be not without a challenge. Okay. So, but we do also have your perceptions maybe changing here as well. You could have some new neighbors come in as well, because this does have to do with your neighborhoods too. All right. Third house energy does bring us a little bit of a mixed bag, kind of the junk drawer of astrology a little bit. Okay. So some of you could be getting a new car. You could have potentially a delay, okay, bringing in a car, or maybe there's a misunderstanding a little bit with the salesperson. It will be resolved, okay, but, you could actually get something better than you had previously negotiated. You never know. So yeah, it's a whole bunch of different things going on here, but ultimately our thoughts, our communication is where we need to pay attention. We have full moon energy bringing forgiveness. Okay, so again, that can be where if we're butting heads with somebody, we're, having some difficult conversations, or we're trying to resolve some issues. Remember forgiveness. Okay, we need to remember to let some things go, or to find a compromise or change how we communicate, and have an open heart here as well. Deeper level of understanding, kindness, and compassion, all linked with forgiveness here in this energy. And when we do forgive, we set ourselves free, and hence the new moon energy, right? We're wiping the slate clean, we're setting ourselves free, and we are looking out into tomorrow in a lighter and better path for ourselves. So what do you need to let go of? And yes, we normally do embrace the letting go and forgiveness energy with the full moon. Okay. But you can do it at the new moon as well. A fresh start, a new beginning. However, a fresh start and a new beginning and a new moon, we have to be willing to let bygones be bygones and let something go. Okay. And especially with this new moon bringing the potential for second chances in a relationship of some kind, we can't do that unless we forgive, we heal, we let go. We've got the Six of Coins. You could have something coming back to you, okay, just like we just said, second chance. So there could be a very important conversation that you have with somebody sometime probably in the next couple of weeks, right? It's not always on the new moon day. Sometimes things, are short term with a new moon is about 2 weeks but before the next full moon, which of course in this case is an eclipse. So you could certainly get something unexpected. And our long term with a new moon is 6 months, right? So, but I feel like the energy is a little bit faster with this. So it's probably during eclipse season. By the time eclipse season is finished, something comes to you. All right. But the Six of Coins, this can be an energy of an exchange, restoring balance and equality somewhere here. This can be where you get a surprise, a gift, an offering, something, but it's a result of the energy that you put out there. So remember, whatever energy we do put out ripples into the universe and flows back to us. And the Six of Coins reminds us of the circular aspect of energy, whether it's money, coins, or whether it is charity, kindness, forgiveness, whatever it happens to be, what we put out is flowing back to us and typically multiplied. And the Six of Coins is a card of charity. Okay, so you may have help coming from somebody, or you might be helping someone, right? That forgiveness energy. Let's let bygones be bygones and, work through that in a better way. But the Six of Coins can certainly bring you a little bit of a surprise, okay? And it's something that in the upright you deserve and something that you would want to receive and to accept. All right, so keep an open mind for that, okay? So having said all of that, I'm going to leave that there for you guys. Good luck in this new moon. I thank you for watching. And we're going to move on now to Sagittarius. Hello there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading. This is occurring in your 4th astrological house. Now, your 4th house energy is ruled by the moon, brings in some Cancerian influence there. So it is a very nurturing energy in general, but it is very much home-based. So some of you might be looking at a new house. Maybe you want to move to a better location. Maybe you want to upsize, downsize, buy your first home, move in with somebody. You could have something new happening in your household, new people moving in. This is an energy of our family. Our parents, our children. So some of you, new moon in Pisces, watch for pregnancy if that's not what you're looking for. But you could have some surprises coming in your home. So maybe unexpectedly you need to move one of your parents in. Maybe if you do have children, one of them does have an announcement of some kind. It could be a pregnancy announcement, could be something else. If you are, whether you're looking to expand your family or not, there could be something going on there with some fertility. Okay. If you've been trying to have children at this, if you've been trying to have children, there could be some sort of answers that do come to you, as a result of like some fertility testing or things like that that can come in for you. Find some answers, or maybe get the results that you are looking for. Okay. But there is a little bit of an unexpected aspect to that. So you could find out that you're, having twins instead of just the one. Expect the unexpected. So there could be some shakeups, or some unexpected happenings within your home, within your environment. But your 4th house, does have to do with the foundation that you've built here as well. Do you feel safe and secure in your home and your surroundings and the people that you live with? If not, time to make some change. All right. But there's certainly some new energy that is coming in here. So if you've been looking to buy a house, you could just find the resources that you've been looking for. All right. Remember, your ruler Jupiter, Saggy, is at play in this. Jupiter in Gemini. Okay, but it is a square. So again, if things have been stuck, something's been at an impasse. This is where something may finally break free. You may finally get the information. A conversation can maybe continue and get back headed in the right direction. Okay, because we can break out of that square energy, right, where we do tend to be a little bit stuck. Remember that Jupiter, there's no such thing really as a bad or really negative Jupiter transit, but this can certainly be where things kind of stop a little bit before they start again. And it can just be that, something has to simmer a little bit before we can get back off the ground. All right. So some interesting energies that are coming in here for you, but very much your house, your home, your sense of stability, security, and comfort. Okay. And so this can be where you do something a little bit new around your home, replace your furniture, rearrange your furniture, paint a wall, bring in some plants, right? Those kind of things to make your house a place that you can really call home and that you feel really good and comfortable in. We have moon circles energy bringing support. So this can be where either you are called upon somewhere in this lunation to care and help and support others. But remember that there's also support available to you in some way. Sometimes, Saggy, you might be a little bit stubborn, okay? And because you are a natural born leader, you are, a guiding force for others a lot of times, right? And it's hard sometimes to recognize that you might need a little bit of help. And so maybe that's the new thing that you do with this new moon in Pisces. You open your heart, you let your guard down a little bit, okay, and you ask for some help. If you ask, it's there. Remember also, you're always supported by your spiritual soul tribe. Okay, so they're always with you, always around you, and they will always help you out of any situation, okay, or help you to move forward, whatever it happens to be. They're always there. So work with your spiritual soul tribe at this lunation as well, okay? But you're always supported on your journey, no matter what. We've got the Queen of Cups, beautiful nurturing energy here for you. You could be potentially dealing with a female person, whether it's a parent, one of your children, a friend, another kind of family member, who knows? But whatever it is, this person can be someone who you have deep feelings for. They have deep feelings for you. And if there's been any kind of issues or anything, then love and kindness and compassion will bring you healing energy. The Queen of Cups brings healing energy, but also brings some beautiful love. This can be a person who can support you and help you out in some way. Because why? Because they care about you, right? They care about your health, happiness, and your well-being, and they want to see you succeed. They want to see you, sorry, I had to grab my cat. They want to see you live out your dreams, right? Live your life to the fullest. So this can be someone who is very helpful for you in your life. It can be a potential new person that's coming in for you as well. So, be open to new people and new happenings. Love can strike at any time. But this is also your energy, your ability to tap in. The Queen of Cups is very forgiving, very healing, okay, but is also very spiritual, psychic. Your intuition is going to be on point at this full moon again, and your ability to connect with your spiritual soul tribe, with the cosmos. This is very much on point for you. So, so meditation of any kind will really be helpful for you at this lunation. But don't forget, with this Queen of Cups, it is very nurturing, loving energy. Be kind to yourself here, Saggy, okay? Do something nice for yourself. Are you always helping other people? Are you always, doing something? Are you always busy, right? Remember, take care of your own needs and do what brings you happiness and joy, okay? And remember to embrace your dreams, no matter how big, no matter how small. Leave that there for you. Good luck in this lunation. I thank you so much for watching. Sorry for the little interruption there in the middle. My cat was actually stuck on his carrier with his nail. So anyways, I had to quickly help him. Anyway, so I appreciate your patience with that. But I thank you guys. And we're going to move on now to Scorpio. Hello there, Scorpio, and welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading. Are you ready for some fun, Scorpio? This is a new moon that's happening in your 5th astrological house. Now, your 5th house is ruled by the sun, and it brings in some Leo energy. So this is about having fun, tapping into your creative self. Some of you could be potentially drawn to a new creative project, or perhaps you are an incredibly creative person. You're very talented. And this can be a time for you. What are you dreaming of? What do you want your talents to bring you? Right? What do you think your talents can bring you? Can you make money? Do you Can they just bring you comfort and joy? Can they beautify your environment? Whatever it happens to be, okay? Something involving your dreams taps into your creative self. This can also be where love and romance come in for you here. The fifth house is our creativity, the things that bring us pleasure and joy, our romance and our love affairs. So some of you could be manifesting a new love interest into your life. This can be where we find new ways to express ourselves, right? Whether it's expressing your emotions or expressing your creative side, whatever it happens to be. This is about our hobbies and our interests. So whether you pick something up again, remember Venus is going retrograde in just a couple of days. So, and retrogrades can be a revival of something or a revival of love. Maybe you had a love connection that, didn't quite get off the ground. And Venus retrograde can potentially bring in for you a revival of sorts, a second chance at love, especially if you feel like someone was maybe your soulmate. There could have been something that happened along the way that caused that connection to break off in some way. And this can at least be a new moon where you get the answers that you've been looking for. Why did this happen? It was going so well, that kind of thing. And so at the very least, it brings you clarity. You can it brings you clarity so you can get closure, or again, it can pick up where you left off, or maybe not so much where you left off, right? But pick up something again, right? So it can be really wonderful. Meditate here, guys. Scorpio, okay, it's going to be really good for you. Sometimes when we're in meditation, we can connect in a way that we can find inspiration. So if you've been having any kind of creative blocks or anything, remember Pisces, very creative energy, going inward a little bit, just quiet your mind, right? You're overthinking, overanalyzing, too much in your head, right? Too much in your head, not enough in your heart will bring those creative blocks to you. So get out of your head and into your heart space a little bit more with this. Sometimes we go overboard with some things, and this can happen here as well, especially when we've got this square with Jupiter and Gemini, right? Our thoughts or the things we do, we can go overboard, right? Jupiter expands everything that it touches. And, even though it's not necessarily negative, it can become a little bit obsessive. So, with this spiritual influence of Pisces energy coming in with this lunation, have you lost balance, right? Have you gone overboard with your meditative practices, with your spiritual practices, and forgot, okay, to put something in motion in your material world, right? And when things come out of alignment, out of balance, we do tend to get a little bit stuck, square, right? So have a look and be honest with yourself, turn inward. Have you been obsessing over something, Scorpio? Okay, because those things that we become consumed with, even though they might be good things, right, can ultimately restrict us in some way, right? Because we're no longer in alignment. So it's where we sometimes can turn to the negative, right, to fill the void because we're not in alignment. So just be aware of that. Be honest and truthful with yourself here. Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac. So it can potentially represent endings, right? Recognizing something that we've been keeping hidden, or something that, we can't continue doing and moving forward with. Time to put an end to it, right? So anyway, but so you've got some interesting stuff going on here for you guys with the full moon, or with the new moon, I should say. But ultimately, fun, happiness, joy, creativity, pleasure, love, romance, you name it, the things that make you smile, the things that make your heart filled with joy. Release blocks, the falling moon. What do you need to release? What is standing in your way? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to see differently? All right. This is a time where those blocks can fall away. So, like I said, normally on a new moon, we focus about the new things, right? But there is an ending associated with this, with Pisces being the last sign of the zodiac. So let it go. Stop doing something that is, inhibiting you rather than helping you scale something back a little bit if something's gotten out of control. But also if you've been finding that you've been kind of on a negative wavelength or something, get out of your own way. All right, get out of your own way, change your energy, change your thoughts, change your life. Okay, very sounds very simple, right? But our human side ultimately does get in the way. All right, but this can certainly help to clear the path for something bigger and better. We've got the Eight of Coins here for you as well. And the Eight of Coins is a wonderful energy, right? It can certainly show, your hard work and dedication is paying off. So if you've been working at something, this can be where it can bring you to another level. This can bring you something new. Maybe it can change your trajectory. The Eight of Coins is often an energy that shows we're ready to level up, whether we're ready to ascend, whether we're ready to, move into a higher level of responsibility. Often does come in regards to your education, your knowledge, your work, right? This is where the apprentice is ready to become the boss, ready to become like, the tradesperson, right? Or whether the employee is ready to become the boss, whether, your study, right? The student is about to graduate or become the teacher, right? Those things. So we're ready for the next step. We're ready for that. But we're also ready because we've put in the time, energy, effort, and dedication that we need to learn what we need to do to create the life that we need. We're paying attention to detail in this energy. So whatever you've been doing, working on, learning, okay, is about to pay off in some way. So get ready. All right. But the Eight of Coins also does have a little bit of a dark side as well, because it does show, it's a very productive energy, right? Very productive, very busy. But it can be like a one-sided thing, like we were just talking about, all work and no play. Okay. Or has something, instead of something being mystical and magical and fun, fifth house energy, right, has something become work. So we can often turn a pleasurable activity into something where we actually need to work at it. Now, is that a good thing for you or is it a bad thing for you? If it's a good thing, great. Keep on doing it. Get ready to level up. Look for new opportunities to challenge yourself. All right. But if it's a bad thing and it's ultimately inhibiting you, release that block. Okay. Time to take a step back from it a little bit because you're working too hard. You're not having as much fun then as you should be. You're not taking pleasure out of something as you should be. But the Eight of Coins can certainly be a good opportunity for you to maybe make some money out of something that you do actually take pleasure in, something that you're talented at. This is talent here with that Eight of Coins. So if you want to turn your talent into a financial opportunity, this can certainly be the time for you to do that. Look at your short-term goals over the next couple weeks. What do you need to do? And look at your long-term goals as well, right? Remember, this moon cycle is 6 months long, right? Culminating in the full moon in Pisces 6 months from now. All right. But there can certainly be an opportunity here for you to tap into something very magical. All right. I'm going to leave that there for you, Scorpio. I thank you for watching. Good luck in this lunation. And we will move on to Libra. Hello there, Libra, and welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading. For you, this is happening in your 6th astrological house, which brings a Virgo energy to it. This is all about your health, happiness, and well-being on every level. Your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual. All right. So this is where we have a look at our daily habits, patterns, and routines. Are they helping you or hindering you? Are they supporting you? Are they restricting you? Okay, it's time to have a really good, honest look and say, what do I need to finish? What new things do I need to do to make things just a little bit better? What do I need to release? Okay, or where do I just need a fresh start? So all of these things are helping you in this energy. Is very supportive in this of spiritual growth. Very supportive in this energy for taking care of your physical or your emotional needs for sure. Do you need more happiness in your life? Are you working too hard? What does your daily routine look like? Sometimes sometimes we're temporarily in an energy where things are a little bit heavier. Things are, we work a lot of overtime and things like that. All work and no play. Not always a good thing. Okay. If it's temporary, great. We have a goal in mind. We just need to accomplish something. But when it turns into a long term, this can sometimes be very detrimental to us. So this new moon is very supportive of you turning over that new leaf to do something a little bit more pleasant, a little bit more joyous, especially like your work, because the sixth house does speak to your work, right? We go to work every day. Do you go to work every day and you hate what you do, but it brings in some money? Is there an opportunity for some change there for you, right? Remember your dreams, okay? When you take practical steps and put those goals on paper, set your intentions, this is where your dreams can become a reality, right? And so get out of your fantasy land and say, okay, this is really what I want. This is what's going to make me happy. This is my dream. This is where I see myself. What can I do to make that happen? Where do I need to start? New moons, all about a start, right? Your first step. That's all you need to do. Your first step leads into your second step, right? So remember, look at things in a short term and then look at things in a long term. So what are your short-term goals? If you're trying to lose weight, sixth house energy, right? Your diet, your physical health, right? If you want to lose weight or you just want to get more physically in shape, more physically active, where do you need to start? One thing at a time, one day at a time, one goal at a time. Break a big goal down into multiple smaller goals. We are more likely to achieve something when we do that. Why? Because we've got more wins along the way. Things tend to be a little bit more attainable along the way. We don't lose sight of our long-term goals, but we focus on those small ones, right? And then we gather momentum as we go. So no matter what your situation is, start now. The sixth house can also, of course, bring about our service to others. It can bring about a pet as well. Some of you could be getting a new pet and you're like, you know what? Pets are wonderful in my life. It's been a while since I've had one. And so maybe get a cat or a dog or something a little bit more exotic, something a little bit more interesting. So who knows, right? Maybe you get a lizard or something like that, or a bird, right? You're an air sign. A bird would do well for you. Maybe something that talks, like a parrot or a parakeet or something like that. Something that maybe you can interact with. So that can be interesting for you as well. But the sixth house ultimately does bring our ability to heal. So you could have healing that comes in for you, or it can be about a relationship, or maybe just bringing more balance and harmony and health and happiness into your daily life, on all levels, on all aspects. Patience, moon cycle energy, patience. And as we just said, we have long-term goals, right? And, of course, we started a new moon and we ended a full moon. That's a 6-month cycle. It's a long time, right? And depends how you look at it. It's a long time for some things, a short time for some other things. But remember, we all start somewhere and then we achieve something. So keep in focus your short-term goals as well as your long-term goals, but patience is the key. One step at a time, one day at a time, you will get to where you want to get to. Some days we feel like we've taken a massive, bold leap forward. Other days we sometimes feel like we've taken a step back. Get back on track. Keep your eyes on the prize and you will get to where you want to get to. But I also feel like here in this energy that your patience is certainly going to be rewarded in some way. So something new can be manifesting in your life right now. Okay, something that can, really bring you some answers, some clarity. It might be a second chance at something, whatever it happens to be. The new moon in Pisces, something you've been dreaming of, could certainly come to fruition for you at this time as well. We've got the Three of Coins. Okay, so this is certainly a very creative energy, showing you that you are creating the life that you want. And maybe you're not quite where you want to be right now, but you're certainly gathering momentum and you're certainly on track. Pay attention to details and that will pay off for you. It's the little things right? We have like the big picture, we've got the big dreams, but it's the little things that add up to those big things. And so sometimes those are the things that we forget about. So, it's those little tiny steps that we take every step of the way. So details count, pay attention to the details, okay, and do one little thing at a time. The Three of Coins can certainly also represent an energy of teamwork and collaboration. So this can be a time for creative projects, a great energy for turning a creative idea into something maybe that's a money-making venture for you. So you could be opening up your own business. Whenever we get the Three of Coins, we also bring in the energy here for learning, apprenticeships, going back to school, perhaps having that mentor in our life that we can learn something from. But you could also be the leader for other people. You might be a teacher, a mentor, a guide for others. This can be an energy where we seek out some mediation or some help and support somewhere along the way. Teamwork makes the dream work in the Three of Coins. So if you are on some sort of, if you want to make some changes in your life for, say, your physical health, right? Maybe there's a team, a group of people that can help support each other on their journey. Whether it's a group of friends or whether you join a class, right? You've got that support system. We're all in it together, right? And someone might, be the leader or the teacher, the instructor, right? But we're all learning and doing things together. And so we pick each other up when the other falls, that kind of thing. So this can certainly be bringing in some new people into your world or new projects, new endeavors with that Three of Coins that can help us towards our journey of success, whatever that looks like to you. All right. That's what I've got for you guys. I thank you so much. Good luck in this new moon. And we are going to move on now to Virgo. Hello there, Virgo, and welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading. It's all about relationships for you guys here. This is happening in your 7th astrological house, ruled by Venus, who is, of course, going retrograde in a couple of days. So really harness the energy of this new moon. Are you manifesting a soulmate? Do you want to just meet new people? Are you looking for a new job? Contracts are highlighted with your 7th house energy. This is all about our relationships, our contracts, our dealings with other people. This is our romantic and business partnerships in here, and it's also about balance, equality, and justice. All right, so some of you could be, perhaps wanting to right some wrongs. If something has come out of alignment, out of balance in your world, now is the time to get back on track or to try something new. This can certainly be where you can manifest and forge new relationships, new partnerships, new job, new business partners. If you have something that you want to get off the ground, maybe you do need to partner up with somebody. And you can, really support each other. You each bring something to the table. Of course, we can have second chances in relationships with this new moon as well. Okay, right before Venus goes retrograde or even during Venus retrograde, right? This can certainly happen for us here. So very people-y it can be for this new moon for you. But is that going to be a positive thing or a negative thing, right? What is it going to be? Usually, our relationships with other people, if they are not supportive and if they are out of whack a little bit, this can be a little bit of a challenging energy. But how do you get something back on track? Or can you get something back on track? Because even though this new moon typically is all about new things, okay, it is in Pisces, and Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac. So it does carry a little bit of an element of endings with it. So if something's not supportive, not healthy, not in alignment, and if there's no possibility, you can't see the vision of getting things back on track, then yes, you could potentially have an ending, but it's your choice to do so. And because remember, we also have that square in Jupiter. So when something's squaring off, two people are squaring off, something's got to give to release that energy. And ultimately freeing you. Jupiter does like to bring you freedom to follow your future, to follow your path, to follow your destiny. So even an ending can be a positive thing in this lunation for you. So be honest, be truthful, and talk about our feelings and emotions. And if we're not on the same page, at least you got the answers that you're looking for. All right. We have a healing moon energy. Seek healing. All right. And again, when we're talking about our relationships, our relationship with self, our relationship with our family, with our romantic partners, our relationship with our business partners, right? Or of course, our ability to restore balance and harmony in our world, right? Whatever it happens to be, seek healing, right? Healing can come in many, many ways. When we approach a conversation without confrontation, we always have an intention when we approach something. So make sure that if you need to have a conversation with somebody, that you are approaching it with the intention of fixing it, of healing it, of getting something back on track. All right. This can certainly help change the trajectory of a conversation when we do that. We quite often start a conversation or engage in a conversation with the intention of answering somebody or bringing forward something that we want to talk about, right? Which is great. But is the intention to move something along? Is the intention to be right? Right? That usually causes a little bit of a challenge, right? So whatever it is, seek healing. So either the healing within, the healing that this new moon can bring about, right? Certainly can bring a big energy of healing or healing relationships in our life. And also heal past relationships as well, because this brings us freedom for the future. All right. So whatever it is, healing energy there. We've got the Eight of Wands. Get ready to move forward. The Eight of Wands can actually be a really awesome energy for you, especially for manifestation, because this shows that there's maybe some exciting activities that are going on for you. It's electrifying energy. It is very exciting. It does typically bring about some really positive communication. And this does have a reminder that wherever you set your intentions, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. And the universe has heard what you are asking for and is helping you to make steps, make movement towards opening the door to what you have manifested. All right. So whatever obstacles you've been facing, they're being removed. If the obstacle is some anger, some grief, something that needs to be healed, the Eight of Wands says that you have the ability to overcome this, but we have to be willing to move forward, especially in a relationship, especially, a second chance at a relationship. If we're not willing to heal, to forgive, to find peace, and to move forward, okay, we're not looking backwards, we're moving forwards. We're not willing to embrace that, then where are we going to land, right? If you have a second chance at something, it's important to have that very fresh start, okay? But the Eight of Wands can certainly bring about something very interesting for you. It can bring something exciting for you. It is an energy of speed, so things are picking up momentum for you. And it can also show that there is a lot of progress that you are making and that you have the potential to make here in this. Okay, so something could certainly be heading towards you with a little bit of speed. So the next couple of weeks or the next month and a half or so, as we go through eclipse season, can be very interesting for you. Okay, eclipses certainly bring us unexpected things and surprises, and with that Eight of Wands, it can bring something exciting for you here as well. But because we do have that first eclipse just 2 weeks away. So, usually the new moon, it's like short term is like about 2 weeks, right? For the next full moon. And like I said earlier, that full moon is in Virgo. So it is in your sign. Okay. So you've got the power to manifest, and you've always also got the power to let go. All right. Whichever one is speaking to you. Okay. I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. Okay. Could certainly be some exciting things gearing up for you. But I thank you for watching. Good luck with this new moon. Get ready to prepare for the lunar eclipse in your sign on the 13th, 14th of March. And I thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, Virgo. We're going to move on to Leo now. Hello there, Leo, and welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading. This is happening in your 8th astrological house. There could be a little bit of a mystery going on here for you guys. The 8th house can quite often bring things out into the forefront that we didn't quite expect. A mystery can be revealed to you potentially with this energy as well. But the 8th house can also be about taxes, your finances, the money, the possessions that you share with another person. So something could be changing in your financial world here with the new moon in Pisces. This can be where we either have some sort of relationship thing where we buy something with another person, or maybe we blend our finances together. It does have to do with other people's money, right? Does have to do with inheritance. So some of you could be potentially getting an inheritance, and this can help move you towards a new life or to help your dreams come true. Someone could potentially give you a loan, right? 8th house has to do with loans, and loans associated with something new that you've been dreaming about. With the 8th house ruled by Pluto, this is endings, new beginnings, change, transformation of all kinds. And of course, things that are hidden. So certainly some ability to change, the need to make a change, or something that brings in something life-changing for you. So go with the flow, be flexible and adaptable, and be open to change. We have the law of attraction being revealed for you. Moon mystery. Look, mystery. So there could certainly be a heightened energy here for you to manifest your goals and your dreams into reality. And with the law of attraction card coming in, remember, your visions can become reality. All right? What you think can manifest in your material world. Practice the law of attraction. All right? Don't be too obsessive over it, because we don't want to block anything. But practice the law of attraction. Manifest something in your life. Believe in your power to attract things to you. People, money, dreams, desires, whatever it happens to be. All right? And work with the energy of the moon. Remember, the moon keeps things in shadow, okay, in illusion, right? So with this new moon, we are encouraged to get out of our fantasy and into reality, but bring our dreams with it. All right? But yes, certainly some sort of mystery may be revealed to you. And I just realized it says moon mastery, not mystery. So anyways, master the mysterious energies of the moon. There you go. Anyway, so very exciting energy for you anyway, whether there's something manifesting right now or this is encouraging you to set your intentions with this new moon. Okay, a lot of mysterious and magical energy there for you. We've got the Knight of Coins coming in for you as well. Excuse me, I'm getting a little tongue-tied there. But the Knight of Coins can represent that there is some sort of invitation, offer, opportunity coming your way. Whether this is something to do with your job, something just to do with your money, your goals. In some way, this can be a very awesome energy to someone. Someone is bringing you something that you want. The Knight of Coins also represents your need to pay close attention to detail. So especially when we are dealing with moon energy, remember, moon in the shadow of the moon, things look a little different than they do in the light of the day under the sun. So sometimes this is where our fears come out, right? So face your fears. Okay, ask questions and pay attention to the details. The Knight of Coins is very detail-oriented energy, very grounded, very stable. Ground your energy at this moon as well. It's be really good for you. But ultimately, the Knight of Coins is, I'm on a quest, I'm on a mission, I'm going to take things one day at a time, and eventually I'm going to reach my goals. I'm going to find what I'm looking for. It is a very disciplined, very practical, very down-to-earth energy. And Leo, you are not always, okay? You're a little bit more out there, a little bit more fun-loving. So this can be where your patience is paying off for you. Your attention to detail can pay off for you now as well. This can be where something you've been working towards or waiting for a long time. Finally, these doors are opening for you. But ultimately, this is saying, if there's something that you want, remember, we do need to be patient. Law of attraction, patience. And this is where a lot of people do get derailed because we ignore the little things that are lining up for us that are related to what we're attracting into our lives, right? We poo-poo them a little bit because we're expecting something big. All right. It's sometimes the details, the small things, an accumulation of them is what's actually going to bring us the big things that we've been looking for. All right. But patience is definitely the key. All right. And yes, some things can manifest on our lives really quickly. Some things can manifest in days, in weeks, maybe a couple of months. Some other things may take a few years, right? But trust in your journey and trust in your process, okay? So always, always a big reminder, okay? But sometimes also that our dreams change a little bit along the way. So if you've, been practicing the law of attraction, but now all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I don't think I'm in alignment with that anymore. Wipe the slate clean and start over again and manifest something new, all right? I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. Good luck in this new moon. I thank you for watching, and we are going to move on now to Cancer. Hello there, Cancer, and welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading. This is happening in your 9th astrological house, all about your higher mind. This is ruled by Jupiter, so this Jupiter energy could certainly be helping to bring something wonderful, something new into your life, opening your doors to travel, to spiritual growth, to new ideas about things, to a new perspective about things. This can be where Jupiter is really helping you in this new moon to start a new path that's in alignment with some sort of idea that you have, some sort of dream that you have, right? So this can be really awesome for you. The 9th house can also have to do with travel. So opening the doors to travel or to meeting someone from a distant land. This can bring about some long distance relationships or those connections with people who don't live anywhere near you. And so it can be really interesting, right? It's all matters of the higher mind here, and your belief systems are very highlighted with the 9th house. Also, publishing. So it's a great time to engage in some dream journaling, Pisces energy, right? Start a dream journal, keep a daily log, especially like just like a diary or something. It doesn't have to be super emotional or anything like that. It can just be like little things that have happened throughout your day. Doing that can be really enlightening, especially when you look back on it a little bit. And, it can be like, yeah, you know what, this happened, right? Because our minds are selective and we don't always remember everything exactly how they've happened. So if you write something down, then you're more likely to have some sort of guidebook of yourself that reminds you of things, why you did something, or what really did happen on this day, or what really was said on this day. So certainly starting a journal or something can be very helpful for you. But also it's a great time. Do you have a manuscript, a short story, a blog, something that you haven't shared with anybody? This can be a really great time to show that creative endeavor, show that to the world. We have releasing energy. What do you need to release so that you can move forward and you can really embrace your dreams and your goals? What has been blocking you, restricting you? Is it fear? Is it just that you've been really busy? Where can you put up some boundaries? Where can you say no to things? Where can you free up some time? Right? What is emotionally blocking you, right? So what do you need to let go of? What do you need to release? Because we got this fresh energy, this fresh perspective that's coming in. And interesting, releasing should come in with your 9th house energy, because this does have to do with our spirituality and also traditional religion. And so you could be in a little bit of a conundrum right now. You're opening your mind. You're called to, a higher power, but something maybe different than what you've been taught or the belief system that you've grown up with. How do you meld these together? What are you releasing from an old belief system, right? It's maybe not part of your future, certain aspects, elements of it, but maybe the control part of it, right? Or that you must do this on this day and on this day. And, it's like someone's taking attendance, perhaps, right? Is that what you need to release? It's like we've got this spiritual growth happening over here, and I don't want to release everything from, my other belief systems. It doesn't feel quite right. Well, maybe there's some small element that you need to release, right? What old ideas do you need to release in order to really see the big picture? So releasing is not always like emotional. It can be philosophical. It can be belief-based. It can be minimalist based there as well. Like let go of the small things, right? And see that big picture. Jupiter is about expansion and growth. Abundance brings us, good fortune, moves us towards our destiny, right? And is also very spiritual, and very philosophical, and very much about the higher mind, right? We're seeing the big picture there with Jupiter, and Jupiter is at play with this moon. So, you could be having a little bit of a crisis of faith there, some of you, as well, as you welcome in more new spiritual aspects, which does require a little bit more of an open mind and open heart, right? And sometimes we can have that little crisis of faith there with that, because we feel guilty about the fact that we're breaking away from something we believed in all of our lives, right? So, we're letting go of the limitations that some of those things can bring us, and we're bringing in a more expansive viewpoint. We have the Six of Wands here, very wonderful energy. Some of you could certainly be celebrating overcoming something. Now, the Six of Wands can represent certainly victory and success. It can also represent you being in the spotlight. You're riding the wave of success. You've overcome obstacles and challenges in your path. Okay, and now is a time of celebration for yourself, or to focus on the things that you want to do, the things that make you feel happy, the things that move you forward into, a different way of life or a different path of life. The Six of Wands can certainly be, about being in that spotlight, or about, riding the wave of success along your journey. So certainly give yourself a pat on the back, no matter where you are. All right. This can be where you might get some rewards and accolades from somebody, okay, but ultimately you need to believe in yourself. And the Six of Wands certainly brings in an element of confidence. All right. I am confident in my choices. Things have been a little bit challenging, or I'm ready to overcome whatever challenges. One of being confident and trusting in your actions and your success. But yes, you could be getting some sort of prize or reward or accolades here with this energy also. This can bring you in a new job, new people, new opportunities. It is one of moving forward, so it can certainly be one of travel in this energy as well. And your ninth house can bring about travel for you. Expansion of opportunities, whatever it happens to be. So Six of Wands, always a little bit of an exciting energy. Okay, but it can also be you recognizing, this is what I want, this is where I want to go, and I'm really excited to have some doors opening for me so that I can follow my goals and my dreams, which ultimately lead to abundance and success and happiness, whatever that happens to look like for you. All right, so be proud of your accomplishments, be proud of who you are. Okay, that Six of Wands, very exciting energy. On a more practical note, the Six of Wands can represent a public event or gathering of some kind. So you could be traveling to this event. You could be the person of honor at this event, right? Doesn't have to be tons of people, but this can also be where you are maybe attending some sort of event. You might get some invitation or something, or maybe you just decide to take yourself somewhere. This can be like a conference. It can be something like a parade or something like that. It is something interesting that you may find yourself drawn to in some way, and this can bring you some maybe opportunities or bring you more fun in your life. I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. Good luck in this new moon. I thank you for watching, and we're going to move on now to Gemini. Hello there, Gemini, and welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading. This is happening for you in your 10th astrological house. Awesome, awesome supportive energy for your career, to improve your reputation or to let your reputation bring you something wonderful. Very positive for your public image and for your rewards, honors, and accolades. So some of you could be riding the wave of success here. You could be opening new doors to success. This can be a really wonderful energy for career change. A new job, a new career path entirely for some of you here. Maybe you're looking for something that's a little bit more fulfilling than what you've got right now. It is ruled by Saturn, okay? And so Saturn, of course, can be a little bit heavy, a little bit pessimistic, but Saturn can also help you take a real down-to-earth, direct approach at turning your dreams into reality, all right? So harness that energy. We've got embrace uncertainty here for you as your moon card, okay? We don't always know what the future will bring, but we need to try, right? So if you've got a dream, you've got a vision, you've got something in your head that you want to do or that you want to change, trust your instinct and trust your gut, okay? That's really all we can do. We can use the information, the wisdom, the knowledge, the feelings, and the gut instinct that we've got right now to do what we want or to say what we need to say or to change what we need to change. And we don't always know if it's going to go the way we want. It'll go the way it's meant to. So embrace the uncertainty of things. Get out of your comfort zone. Try something new. Do something a little bit different. Ask for what you want. And embrace that uncertainty that always comes with every day of our human lives. If we're afraid of the things that we don't know a definitive outcome for, we will forever remain in our comfort zone, in our bubble. We will forever remain restricted and trapped. And we don't want to do that, right? We need to take a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of a risk every once in a while. Trust yourself that whatever your situation is, you're doing the right thing for you right now. How it works out remains to be seen. But even if something doesn't go the way we thought, there's something still there for you. And we need to trust that. We've got the Six of Wands. However, when we embrace uncertainty, okay, when we're not sure about something, be confident. All right, the Six of Wands can certainly at this new moon help you move towards the goal that you have in mind. The Six of Wands brings in success, accolades, honors, and recognition, very much matchy-matchy with your 10th house energy here. This does also bring about a sense of confidence, a sense of I've overcome this thing and I've made it. It also brings in an energy of moving forward, right? Putting your best foot forward. We know where we are now. We're confident. We've got some skills. We've accomplished some wonderful things, and we can keep riding that wave of success. Some of you could potentially have some very good news coming in around this new moon. It might be on the day, it might be a couple days later, it might be in the next couple of weeks, which leads us into, of course, a lunar eclipse, right? Which is a finale of something, all right? So ride the wave of success, stay positive, stay confident, and trust yourself, okay? And trust the cosmos there as well. There could be something very mystical and very magical happening for you guys, all right? That's what I've got for you. I'm going to leave that there for you. I hope you have a wonderful new moon, and we're going to move on now to Taurus. Hello there, Taurus, and welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading. This can be a little sparkly for you guys. This is happening in your 11th astrological house, ruled by Uranus, okay? And can certainly bring you something a little bit unexpected, okay? But unexpected in, I think, a really positive way, because we do have Mercury in Pisces creating a sextile with Uranus in Taurus. And so Uranus is the wild card. Uranus can certainly bring us freedom and liberation. It can bring surprises and shocking events, okay? And in the sign of Taurus, it can be about your money, your resources, things like that. So this can certainly certainly bring you some positive things, and so harness this energy to manifest something wonderful. The 11th house does have to do with your wishes and your freedom. All right, so maybe your freedom to follow your wish, your goal, your dream, Pisces. This can really highlight some futuristic energy, which Uranus is as well. Okay, so freeing up your now so that you can be a little bit more free for your future, right? So certainly in this energy, we've got our wishes, our liberty. This can certainly represent your social groups that you're involved with as well. Are they helping or hindering you in your life? Or they're just clogging things up? So you could be going through a cleanse and a purge with your social media. But this opens the door to meet more meaningful connections if you so desire. So this can be a very peoply new moon for you, opening the doors to meeting new connections, but connections that are in alignment with your energy and with who you are right now and who you are headed towards in the future. All right, it's going to be very interesting things. You could, of course, have something really positive going on with your money. With your finances, if you're looking to open a business or take on some sort of creative project or follow your dreams, this can be where you find the resources that you need to do that, to do what you want, right? And so sometimes that's the thing that's holding us back, is not having the resources to follow your goals and your dreams. So whether that's money or it's time or whatever it happens to be, it's a very supportive energy of all of that. But ultimately, you got your wishes may be fulfilled with this new moon, so you could have something new coming into your life. Hey, and then we've got the Law of Attraction card coming in here, Moon Mastery. And so something could be revealed to you at this time. Again, something could be coming to fruition for you, but also the Law of Attraction is always working in our favor, and we need to remember that. Okay, stay positive, stay focused on your vision, where you want to get to. Okay, don't let your fears or worries or doubts or anything like that hold you back. All right, the Law of Attraction works. Okay, so whether you're not already practicing it, or you need to start on your journey, or remember that we need to sometimes be patient. Remember, our thoughts become things. Okay, so we need to remember that wherever you put your energy is what is going to blossom in your life. So if you are putting the energy towards the things that you don't want, okay, that's what's going to come into your life. Instead, shift the energy to the life you want to create. That is where your energy goes, and that is what will amplify. All right, we quite often forget that. Right? If someone says to you, what would your dream house look like? Do you say, I would have a circular driveway, I would have a fountain in the middle of that, I would have fish in the fountain, I would have grand double doors, I would have a duck pond in the back, all positive things, right? Or would you say, well, I certainly don't want it to be in this city. I don't want anything less than 4 bedrooms. I don't want a waterway with ducks in it because they'll poop all over the place and then my kids can't run in the grass barefoot. It's from a place of negativity, right? Focus on the positive, and that is what you will amplify. So work with the Law of Attraction. All right, new moons are very much in alignment with that anyway, okay? We've got the Ace of Coins. Oh, wonderful. This is awesome. The Ace of Coins. Aces are lucky. The Ace of Coins especially so. All right. This can represent new financial beginnings, a new job, opportunities for abundance. It can represent some wealth, investments coming to fruition, new opportunities to make money. Okay. It can also represent a windfall coming your way. Aces are the seed of something new. Okay, or the new that has already been manifested into your life that can come in now. All right, but the aces do bring luck. They do bring new beginnings. They are very associated with manifestation and the Law of Attraction. So whatever it is that you're attracting into your life, expect it to come in unexpected ways with the energy of Uranus coming in here for you. Okay, but all the signs are pointing to prosperity and abundance in your life. All right. Gonna leave all that there for you guys. Good luck in this new moon in Pisces. Don't forget to set some intentions. Okay, set it and forget it. All right. Don't obsess over what you are trying to manifest in. You will block that, and we don't want to do that, right? But we do want to remain positive and open-minded and open-hearted. Okay. So I'm gonna leave that there. Have a good new moon. We're gonna move on now to Aries. Hello there, Aries, and welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading. This can be ultra spiritual for you, okay? Pisces is a very spiritual sign anyway. Pisces is also the 12th sign of the zodiac, and this new moon is occurring in your 12th astrological house. This is a big cleansing and purging, a big reset for you. Meditate, okay? Really do try and find an opportunity, find some time to spend in quiet seclusion. Doesn't have to be for a long time, 15 minutes, half an hour, an hour. Just something there for you. There could be something interesting coming in. There could be some deep realization of something that's coming in for you here. There could be something that your subconscious is trying to tell you at this time with this energy. Your 12th house is Pisces energy, ruled by Neptune. Okay, it has to do with your subconscious, your karmic debts. Okay, you could have some karmic ending. This can be where, there could be something with your dreams. Okay, not just follow your dreams, but also your actual dreams that you have. Before your feet hit the ground, before you open your eyes in the morning, just, try and capture the essence of whatever you may have been dreaming about before before your conscious mind realizes that you're awake. Write something down. All right. Secrets may be revealed at this time. Maybe you've been keeping something hidden. Maybe you've been keeping something secret. This is a time when you might have some sort of important revelation here as well. We can sometimes go to a little bit of a dark place with the 12th house energy there as well. All right. So dig deep into your subconscious. Again, there could be some major cleansing and purging that's happening for you. But ultimately here we are focusing on our spiritual selves and our dreams. So your power to manifest, your power to let go, to move forward. You are about to step into your season, right? You're not far away from your astrological new year. So, so this is always an important time to think about the future, where we want to go, what do we want to do, what dreams do I have that I want to follow, and what do I need to let go of to free myself up from anything that's holding me back. And so this is a really big mixture for you of the old versus the new, of endings versus new beginnings for you here with this lunation. So ground and protect your energy for sure, whether it's walking barefoot in the grass, hugging a tree, going for a walk in nature, working with crystals, whatever it happens to be for you to ground your energy, okay, going to be really important for you, because you do have there is the possibility of like floating away, okay? So we want to make sure that we're doing that. But do expect some spiritual insight, some growth, some clarity, some epiphany moments coming in here for you. But again, also some liberation. So we are transitioning some energy here, and it can be very mystical and magical. We've got moon rising bringing us the truth. So again, there could get clarity and epiphany, something may be revealed. And again, you might reveal something, right? You might be wanting right now to get something out in the open. Maybe you've been working on building something or creating something in the background, and now it's like, whoop, now I'm gonna surprise people with it. This can be where you reveal your feelings about something here as well. The truth can be subjective, right? Because truth depends on your perspective. But the truth will ultimately set you free, right? What is your truth? What do you want to reveal? What are you discovering about yourself? But, be honest and truthful with yourself. What do you really want? Where do you really see yourself headed? We sometimes become misguided a little bit, because we sometimes conform to other people, right? And so our truth becomes someone else's truth, or our dreams get pushed aside a little bit for the sake of someone else. So what do you really want? Be honest and truthful with yourself first and foremost, right? Because if you can't be honest and truthful with yourself, never be honest and truthful with other people. It's just the way things go. But sometimes the truth hurts as well. And because we do have some endings that may be coming in for some of you here, remember, the truth will set you free. Be honest. Are you holding on to something or someone out of guilt, out of fear, out of shame, out of habit? Okay, we're letting some things go with this lunation. We also have the Page of Swords, so certainly an important conversation may be necessary at this time. All right. The Page of Swords can bring you some news, some information, some insights. This can be where you do get some sort of communication. It might be verbal, it might be written. In some way, it may come via the internet. The Page of Swords can bring exciting something, okay, or head you in a direction of something exciting. The swords can be used to set yourself free from things, okay, but the Page of Swords is one of big ideas of inspiration. It's one of taking a direct approach at something. And of course, if you need to talk to somebody about something, often the best way forward is just to take a direct approach. Right? We need to maybe set our intentions before we blurt something out or have a conversation. But just take a direct approach at things. When we sugarcoat things and whatever, or we delay things, it just never really quite works our way. So be direct in your conversations, in your sharing your ideas or revealing some sort of information. All right. It's all about information, big ideas. Making something happen for yourself, getting something out in the open, revealing something. But you might discover something here. The Page of Swords always likes to discover something. You could discover a path, an opportunity, something maybe via technology, via the internet, which the Page of Swords is quite often very associated with. All right, so you could get a message out of the blue. You could find an opportunity out of the blue, or maybe your path to following your dreams maybe via the internet in some way, via technology in some way. But certainly a focus on communications, not just externally, but internally as well. There's some real big internal dialogue that may be going on with some of you right now. All right. Don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid to, bring something out in the open with yourself, because when we bring something out in the open, something that we've had repressed or buried, we free ourselves, and we find that freedom will propel us forward into a better tomorrow. That's what I have for you guys. I'm going to leave that there. Good luck in this new moon. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.